Mr. Carlos Ghosn is a name that's very familiar to us here in India, especially on Indian television. He is the man who heads the Renault-Nissan alliance in India today, though, very specifically for the new product from Renault. Thank you for speaking to us. It's always good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
And it's great that you're here for such a special occasion, because the car behind us is what brings you here. It's a very significant announcement for many reasons, but most crucial perhaps, from the way we look at it, is the fact that you once again take a stab at what's always been seen as this very strong citadel for one brand, Suzuki. Is this the right product? Is this the credible product, you think?
I think it is, but obviously it's going to be to the Indian consumer to make the final decision. It's an important event for us. First, because it's a completely new platform. It's the A platform, and this platform is geared toward global markets. Now, this is the first car coming out of a new platform, and this is a car for the Indian market, but with ambitions for other markets also. I think this is a proving ground in a certain way. This is a huge segment of the Indian market. 25% of the Indian market is made by products like the one that Kwid is going to be challenging. And for the moment, we have absolutely no offer. So this is the first offer we have on this market. We have two main competitors. You mentioned one of them. Obviously, the task is to come better than these competitors on everything which matters for the consumer: fuel efficiency, functionalities, size, volumes, navigation systems. All of these things are going to be mattering, and we think we have a strong product.
Game changers in their own sense. But I remember the last couple of times we've met, we've spoken specifically about CMFA and the whole modular plan. When you look at it from the perspective of the market, of course it allows you flexibility in terms of products and body styles. In this particular end of the market, which is so fiercely competitive and where each cost matters perhaps more than in higher segments, does that advantage play up for you? Because even this is not just a regular hatchback; it's got attributes of an SUV, a crossover. Does it allow you to play around a little bit more?
Without any doubt. I think the objective that we have is to bring an attractive product, still competitive on pricing. We didn't want to do another Me Too car. We just wanted to come with an attractive design, a lot of functionalities that don't exist with competitors, and still maintain the price very attractive. We're talking about 3 lakhs as entry price for this product, which is taking in consideration the pricing existing in India will be very competitive. But on top of this, we have a very nice design. We have a top-level fuel efficiency, and we have a great navigation system, 7-inch screen. You have a lot of things that are going to be really special for the consumer. And at the end of the day, we're going to have to measure ourselves product against product with competition.
But you've said very clearly that the car sits between 3 and 4 lakh rupees, which is, of course, just the sweet spot. As you mentioned, if you go above 4 lakhs, it's pretty much over.
You're not relevant.
Yeah. You're not relevant. Yeah. Now, that consumer is aspirational, is, of course, value conscious at the same time. It's a very similar proposition that you spoke of when you drove Datsun into the market. How will the two sit next to each other?
Well, I think if you want to really be successful in India, I'm meaning really, you need to have a platform based in India. You need to start from the beginning, from the gene of the product, and develop the product with the Indian market in mind. Obviously, this is based on a lot of skills, not only Indian skills, but also French skills coming from Renault, Japanese skills coming from Nissan. We gather the best experience we have worldwide. We fuse it with the creativity of our Indian engineers in terms of frugality, and we came with this product. And we think it's going to be a strong product. Again, that's what we think. What matters is what the Indian consumer will think.
Datsun's had a slow start, and there's been all this talk about safety issues related to the brand. How much of that would you be very conscious of when you go forward? Because today, yes, we don't have the strict regulations on safety, but the government says that they're coming, so you have to be future ready anyway.
Well, we said from the beginning that this car should be extremely competitive on safety within this segment. It will be offered with an option, with an airbag option already from the beginning, and it should be, if not equal, certainly better in many safety features than the existing offer on the market.
Mr. Ghosn, you, I think, are one of the few people who will always acknowledge even your mistakes in the market, and you say that you learn from them. One of the things you've said today is that there will definitely be no more cross-badging between Nissan and Renault in India. Could there be cross-badging between, let's say, Dacia and a product like this, globally, outside India?
In fact, what we want to mean is on the same market, you'll never have the same product with two different brands. Okay? The same product can have a different brand outside a market. That's possible. But we'll never have on the same market the same object with two different brands.
But keeping that in mind, then how aggressive will you be with your export targets? Because a lot of your plan now in India also rests on really huge volumes coming from this market itself. So for the alliance and especially for Renault, what kind of export focus would you like to adopt?
The priority of the product is India. We may have some export, not as a continuous stream of export, but particularly to test some other market with this product before we start to produce this car in other markets. You know, I don't believe on the fact that you can, on a continuous basis, export cars systematically in a large market. If you're being successful, you need to really build the plant and localize your product in this market. So Indian capacity in Chennai will be particularly focused on the Indian market and the surrounding countries. But they're not going to be a systematic and significant export from India to other markets for a very simple reason is we think if this car is successful in other markets, we're going to have to localize it.
All right, one last point before I let you go, sir. The talk about how the Indian consumer continues to evolve and continues to change. There's been an acceptance now for more premium products, while of course segments like this will continue to thrive. Do you see space then to once again test the market with flagship products? I know you've had an experience with the Fluence and the Koleos, but you know the new products, they're really catching on globally. There's a lot of talk around the Kadjar. Is there space for that?
No, I think there is space for that, particularly in India. Everybody is expecting India to have a significant growth for the next 4 to 5 years. We're talking about 6 or 7% growth, which means that 5 years down the road, India is going to be a different market from today.
We keep pushing that expectation. The last few years, we've been waiting for something to happen.
But I think today you can sense the hope existing in the Indian society, and we can feel it with our colleagues, entrepreneurs and business people. So I think it's real. So if you have a 4 or 5 years of 6, 7% of growth, in 5 years, India is going to be a different place. And I think it's going to be an opportunity for more premium product. This being said, at the same time that premium products are going to develop, you're going to open space also for more people who today don't have a car to buy a car, which means this segment will continue to be strong.
We've had a great association, so I always look forward to seeing you. But I have to ask you, what's going to bring you back to India?
Oh, many events, hopefully. Many new cars, many new events, and hopefully, new investments.
That's promising enough. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.